Good evening, everybody. My name's Simon Brookes, Diamond Distributor with Shopping Sherlock. Welcome to this very important webinar. It's nice to see that we got people from all over the world. Just to name a few, we got them from Australia. Congratulations. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. That is commitment, folks. Well done. Congratulations. We got people in Asia. We got people in America. And we've got people all over the world. So fantastic, congratulations. What I want to do is just to congratulate two new people that have gone power distributor, which is Vera Shakstishi from Israel and also Jen T. Wu from Taiwan. Congratulations, two new powers this week. Okay, first thing we're going to do is spend about 3 minutes just showing you a cartoon. So what I'm going to do is sit back, just watch this, and then we'll crack on with the webinar. Here we go.
My job sucks, the economy sucks, and the only way things are going to get better is if I do something about it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to build a network marketing business.
What is network marketing?
A network marketing company allows you to build your own business by creating a group of distributors and customers that consume the products sold by the company.
That sounds like one of those pyramid things.
What do you mean by pyramid things?
One of those things where the only people that make lots of money are the people at the top.
You mean like the company you work for?
But don't you have to get in early to make any money?
Actually, in a good network marketing company, you can make more money than the people above you if you are more productive.
Are you sure it isn't a pyramid scheme?
Yes.
How are you so sure?
A pyramid scheme is where you make all of your money by recruiting others and there is no product or service being exchanged.
It still sounds like a pyramid scheme.
In a legitimate network marketing company, you make most or all of your money from people using the products.
It still sounds like a pyramid scheme.
In what way?
Because when you draw it out, it looks like a pyramid.
How is that relevant?
It just seems like a pyramid scheme.
If you were to draw out the organization chart of the company you work for, what shape would it be?
A pyramid.
If you were to draw out the organization chart of the church you go to, what shape would it be?
A pyramid.
If you were to draw out the organization chart of the Girl Scouts, what shape would it be?
A pyramid.
Are you understanding my point?
Yes. I had no idea there were so many pyramid schemes out there. Do you really think you can make money with your pyramid scheme?
According to the U.S. Department of Labor and the Direct Selling Association, with the same time and effort, I'm 5 times more likely to earn over $100,000 in network marketing than at my life-sucking job.
Yes. I hate my job too. That is why I play the lotto every day after work. 16, 22, 84, baby.
Maybe you should start your own business also instead of completely leaving your future to chance.
But I have heard people say negative things about network marketing.
Like who?
Like my brother-in-law.
Is he wealthy?
No.
Does he own his own business?
No.
Would you consider him a credible expert on the subject?
No.
Would you consider him a credible expert on any subject?
Not really. But why do some people say network marketing doesn't work?
For the same reason that some people think our government's Social Security program is sustainable. Total ignorance.
Are there any credible experts that support network marketing?
Have you heard of Robert Kiyosaki, the author of one of the top-selling financial books of all time?
No.
He is a big supporter of network marketing. He calls it the perfect business. Have you heard of Donald Trump?
Yes, he has funny hair.
He is also a big supporter of network marketing. Have you heard of Warren Buffett, the most successful investor of all time?
No.
He is also a supporter of network marketing.
And you think these people are more credible experts than my brother-in-law?
Yes.
I still think it sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Are you kidding me? Have you been listening to anything that I have said?
Yes, but I still think it is a pyramid scheme.
Can you please explain your argument?
I just think it is a pyramid scheme.
I think I'm going to leave now.
Wait, aren't you going to try to recruit me?
No.
Why not?
I thought you said it was a pyramid scheme.
I did, but I think I want to join now.
I would rather shove thumbtacks into my eyes and walk into traffic than have an incompetent moron like you on my team.
Oh. Okay. Talk to you later then.
Not likely.
Well, there we go, folks. A little bit of humor to start the webinar off. That video I've seen possibly now about 18 months ago, and I think it so sums up our opportunity. If ever you ever get anybody turns around and says, oh, I think it's pyramid selling, say, hold on, let me just email you a link I would love you to watch. Go on YouTube and put pyramid selling cartoon, and that will come up and you can show it to them. I tell you now, that is awesome, absolutely awesome. Anyway, without any further ado, I'm now going to introduce you to our very, very special guest. But before I do, this gentleman is actually flying over to the United Kingdom for a very special event that we're going to be having. That's going to be our Shopping Sherlock Leadership Weekend. It's an inaugural event that's going to be a Christmas party at Cranage Hall in Cheshire in the United Kingdom. Now, I know there's people in Australia, there's people in Israel, there's people in America that you will be thinking, well, you know, this isn't really for me. Listen to what's going to be going on, because what you need to do is to show leadership, and you need to be thinking, wow, if you're doing that in the UK, perhaps when my organization gets bigger, I can do something similar in my country. So Michael will be flying over to this event. Now, places, folks, are going rapidly. There are about 47 places left, and I will be dead honest with you. Some of you folks that's listening to this webinar say, oh yeah, save me a place, I'm definitely coming. Guess what, guys? That can't happen. You got two ways of booking this event. Either number one, go straight onto the website and pay by credit card and book it straight away. Or if you're in the UK and you have an English checkbook and you have English funds, you want good cash flow, you can send me, choose which price you want to choose on which ticket you want to buy. You can send me a check and post date it for the 30th of September. So that gives you phenomenal cash flow. But with the check, if it arrives at my front door, that guarantees your space. So do not be thinking, oh, it's so far away, I'll do it nearer the time. Guess what, folks? You might not, because it might have been sold out. This event is a must not attend. You've got to be there. This is fundamental. This is like oxygen. It's that important. You will need this event to build your business. You are going to be hearing from the owner, Michael Wiedder, and he will be sharing with you. Well, I'm not going to tell you what he's going to be sharing with you because he's going to cover that on this call. Let me now hand you over to our owner and CEO, Michael Wiedder. Are you there, Michael?
I am, Simon. Can you hear me?
I can indeed. Fantastic. Okay, Michael, if you can just give people a brief few seconds about your background and how the Shopping Sherlock is going, and then I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Absolutely, Simon. So thank you very much for having me on the call today. You know, my name is Michael Wiedder, as Simon mentioned. You know, my background really over the last 18 years has been in the internet. And when the internet first came into the mainstream in 1994, I founded a company called Online Expo and started here in Los Angeles with an exposition. We had about 10,000 people that attended, took that to San Francisco and then to New York. We launched companies like Yahoo, Hotmail, AOL back in the mid-1990s at our exposition, And I stayed in the internet space from that point on. And I had in the early 2000s, I had an online advertising agency, and we were working with a lot of the basically concentrating in the franchise space. I was able to ride the internet wave when it happened back then, and from that was fortunate enough to be able to make enough money to invest in 3 different network marketing companies, give them their seed capital, run my own company, and just really, really excited about Shopping Sherlock and what the opportunity is for us here, both in the United States and actually worldwide as well.
Fantastic. Okay, let's kick off with the first question here, Michael. What made you get interested in the opportunity in the first place?
Simon, I love the technology. I think, when you look at the technology, and I had talked to some people about this, and how well this product works and being able to save money on products and services for people, I think that that's a phenomenal product. The prior company that had owned the technology had just not even really scratched the surface with regards to what the potential was, not only with this product, but with back-end partnerships. And, that was one of the reasons that I really got involved. And the other reason really, in my investing in network marketing companies and consulting for CEOs and also in running my own company, the other thing that I thought was very, very important was the message here, the marketing message. And I have not seen a marketing message which is as simple that as you can give away this product for free and you make money as people benefit from the use of the product. And, in network marketing, when you have that kind of message, the ability to give something away for free and make money as people benefit, that's a magical marketing message, and it's very easily duplicatable. And those are the magic formulas in this industry. It's a simple message, and is it duplicatable? So that's what's really the attraction for me.
Okay, fantastic. And obviously a question that a lot of people keep asking me, Michael, how did you come up with the amazing name, Shopping Sherlock?
Simon, we actually did a contest over the internet. And during that contest, it was a private contest. We had over 700 names submitted. And once I got the names, I had a kind of a little focus group that we worked with here, and that focus group narrowed it down to 10 names. And then from the 10 names, I basically shared it with some of the leadership with the company and so forth, and unanimously, Shopping Sherlock was the name that everybody loved. And they loved it for a couple different reasons. First and foremost, the whole Sherlock Holmes kind of connection, the way that we could use the icon, the icon with the eyeball and the hat and so forth, to be able to, it fit perfectly with regards to the icon. It fit perfectly with our branding, which is finding you the best deals. And then also, from a charitable standpoint, as we continue to grow, you're going to see our charitable initiatives start to really take hold too. And I think you guys will be excited about that. And while Sherlock basically finds you the best prices on products and services, we're also with Shopping Sherlock are going to be supporting different charities that are finding a cure for cancer. And so that's, again, it was just a perfect fit all the way around.
Fantastic. And in your opinion, Michael, where do you see the company building or growing the most, in which country?
Wow, that's a really good question, Simon. Here's what I look at, and what's really interesting to me is that, I have been around the internet for a long time now, and I've seen the incredible fortunes that have been made, especially here in California, in the Silicon Valley and Southern California, from people that basically were at the forefront of the internet during its first period, which was really the mid-90s, 1995 up to 2000, really before the bubble burst. And then I saw also incredible fortunes being made when Google went out and did their IPO, and some of the companies that basically spun off of that. And then I've seen, all along, so the United States has definitely been at the forefront of the growth in the internet. But right now what's happening is that with the Groupons, with the whole daily deal, with more and more people using the internet for e-commerce, and also comparing, doing price comparisons and so forth, and having the Sherlock actually being a decision-making tool for people that are looking for the best prices on products and services. We're seeing right now that some tremendous growth in Asia. We've got an Asian group, that Charles over in the Philippines has started a group in Taiwan, and we're seeing some incredible growth in Taiwan. These people are just very, very hungry for opportunities. They see the internet over there as kind of a new frontier, and e-commerce is a new frontier. I know we've got some growth over there in Eastern Europe as well. So, when you look at, and we haven't really even touched, South America yet, hasn't been touched. We haven't touched, we've just basically started in Mexico and in North America, in Canada as well. So we've just had in Israel and some parts of the some parts of the Middle East and Australia. It's hard. If I had to guesstimate where I think the majority of our who's going to be actually and have the biggest group and the most revenue, I would actually predict Asia would. But again, I think Europe is basically going to be a close second, and we're just starting to get a pretty good group going here in the United States. But one of the things that I'm most excited about with Shopping Sherlock is it gives the average person the opportunity to be able to participate in the growth of the internet and the trends that are happening in the internet right now and be able to profit from it. And previously you have not had that opportunity, and so that's really what I'm most excited about. And and the only reason that I think Asia and some of these other countries might actually take the leadership role is because the people there are so hungry for a great opportunity and are appreciative of this opportunity, and a lot more than some of the other countries as well. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out here.
Okay, great stuff. A couple of quick questions. You're based in California. How long have you lived in California?
I've lived in California all my life, Simon. I'm Santa Monica is basically where I'm from. I've been here for over 30 years. Have our office here as well in Santa Monica. It's right on the coast in California. I've spent a lot of time in the Silicon Valley as well. I traveled for a year, took off and traveled for a year. I've lived a couple other places, but but Santa Monica and Southern California is home for me.
Okay, fantastic. And what's your favorite sport? I know that's just straight off the business side of it, but what's your favorite sport?
I'm a basketball fan. I love basketball. I played a lot of basketball and in high school, and so I like basketball, I like tennis, like baseball. I like football as well. So both the English and the American football. So I'm just actually a big sports fan.
Good stuff. And you're coming over to our leadership weekend. Have you ever been to the UK ever before?
Yes, I have. I was fortunate enough. Just to kind of going back a little bit further. When I came out of college, I actually went to work for a Fortune 500 company out here. I was with them for 7 years, and then I took a year off and traveled around the world. And I actually spent a lot of time in Europe and actually spent about a week in London as well. So, but it's been a while since I've been there, so I'm actually really looking forward to getting back.
Great. And what are you hoping to achieve with the visit in November for our event?
I'm hoping that at that time that you guys are out there and have been able to build a solid foundation with a great group. By November, we're going to have pretty much every piece in the puzzle in place. You're going to see some great new back-end products that are going to help with the back-end income, with our daily deals platform, with the travel aggregator, aggregation programs, with the premium lead generation programs. I'm hoping at that time we'll also have our mobile product finalized. You're going to see a mobile product here very soon. You're going to see the daily deals platform probably within the next week to week and a half. You're going to see our social media platform also within the next week and a half or so. So by the time I get there, these products will all be launched, and we'll start to develop some of those back end stories again. And from there, it's really going to be focusing on what are the marketing programs. Here are the additional tools to be able to help you guys expose people to this to our opportunity, to our product, to our, to the Sherlock. And so I'm hoping at that point we really look at, the foundation has been laid, and it's just all about growth and helping people build their checks.
Okay, well, you basically asked my next question was, what will people see and hear that are different at the Leadership Weekend? And you've really answered that. So would you say that people listening to today, or people in people's teams, especially let's say in the UK and Europe, the message will be, look, you don't really need to go to the Leadership Weekend. No, it's fundamental. You're going to be hearing and seeing some brand new stuff. Would that be fair to say?
Absolutely. There's going to be, part of the whole thing with network marketing is you build for events. The more people that you guys can get, if you use this time over the next, what is it? It's August, September, October, really over the next 3.5 months to be able to build for that event. And you have people at that event. Based on the products that we're going to have, the tools that we're going to have, you will have set yourself up incredibly well for 2013, with your people. And, we've got, besides, teaching you about how to do this business, and sharing with you, different training and techniques and so forth, it's going to be, part of the success of this industry is always building for events. So I would highly recommend that, and it works really in 90-day spurts for the most part. So, if you can take the next 90 days and set goals for yourself and say, this is how many people I'm going to have at this leadership event. The more people you have at the leadership event, that are going to be part of this experience, part of, sharing in the culture of what it is that we're building and getting that vision, the more that you're setting your foundation for your business.
Okay, fantastic. So we know that we've got the Sherlock, which is an app that helps people save time and save money. And it's amazing, actually, because I used to get my light bulbs on the product, and they used to be, instead of in the local supermarket for £4 a bulb, I was getting them for 70 pence. Now, just done a price comparison, and they're now on the Sherlock down to 60.8 pence. So they're getting cheaper and cheaper. It's amazing. But are there any other products that will be coming out apart from the mobile app, the daily deals, and anything else? Do you see anything in, let's say, whether it be 2, 3, or 4 years' time, that's going to be something quite radical?
There is, and here's the thing, Simon, is that there is some incredible technology right now that's coming out of, the Silicon Valley and the whole internet space. You're going to see again, Facebook, with their IPO, their employees are going to be in October, November, are going to be able to cash in their shares. And so you're going to see a whole new growth. There was probably, I would imagine, about 1,000 or more new millionaires that have been created with Facebook doing their IPO. And you're going to see here, all kinds of new technology, new products, new services in the areas of social media, analytics, mobile. And the great thing is that we really have an opportunity as a distribution force to be able to market those products and services. So I'm just really excited about, what additional products are going to come out in the marketplace, and the fact that we've got a worldwide distribution force to be able to market those products. But you've got to understand, this is going to be we're branding ourselves with Shopping Sherlock as the company that finds you the best prices on products and services. That's going to be our mantra. That's going to be our branding. So we're going to continue down that path. When you look at some of the opportunities that are available here in the short term, you've got, if you look at a company like Lower My Bills, for example, and you see the different categories that they actually do lead generation and generate back-end income for. You look at savings.com, that'll give you an idea of kind of where we're going to go here, and really what some of the opportunities are to not only continue to have people save money on products and services, but really drive that back-end income for people.
Fantastic. And do you see that we would ever have any international conventions? where people can fly into a venue and see thousands of people and see a great big stage set with sound, music, lighting, and everything else?
Absolutely. We're going to have some huge international conventions, and part of if you look at the successful companies really in this industry, part of the reason they've had success is because of the culture that they've built. And we are going to be creating a culture which is going to revolve around these conventions. One of the things that you're also going to see, Simon, is that we are going to bring in some travel aggregation companies that have great deals on all kinds of resorts and trips and cruises and hotels and those kind of things as well. And we're planning as a company not only to be able to do these big international conventions, but also put together these trips at phenomenal deals that not only will you be able to sell and make money on, but also that the reps will be able to participate in. And with that, help to meet people that are part of Shopping Sherlock and really help to build that culture. I think that's incredibly important with regards to the long-term success of a company.
Fantastic. That looks really, really exciting. Do you believe in additional incentives? I know our marketing plan is one of the highest payouts in our industry, but are you one of these believers that you think to yourself, well, we could always throw a little bit more money at the wall and we could offer something a little bit extra?
Yeah, let me tell you, because most people I don't know that really appreciate also what we have in our marketing program. And one of the reasons that I actually bought the technology in the company and took it over, not only was because of the fact that I love this technology and I knew that the past owners had just not even really scratched the surface, which was the surface with regards to what the potential was, but also when you look at the technology and you look at the capabilities of it, I think that that we have an incredible opportunity to be able to do a lot of good with the technology in a number of different ways. And again, we're also being conditioned right now so that everybody is searching for the best price. You look at this daily deal platform, and everybody basically is being conditioned to see if there's a daily deal, see if in fact there's a better price, do your research. And so we've got a lot of really kind of interesting things planned. And Simon, I really apologize for this, but I just got a Skype message as you that just took me off. So repeat that last question, because I don't think I gave you the definitive answer on the question. So please repeat it for me.
Okay. A lot of people have been asking, with our phenomenal pay plan, and I know we pay out the most, will there be any other additional incentives apart from?
Okay. Thank you for refocusing me. As a matter of fact, we're giving additional incentives right now to be able to drive people to your event, to be able to pay for the event. Whether we look at a car program or not and being able to do that down the road, I'm not sure of that at the moment. But, one of the things, and now it's kind of refocused me a little bit, one of the things that I also was talking about with regards to why I purchased the technology of the company, when this company was in momentum in 2010, and it went from, just a little over $200,000 a month in February, it might have been March, it went to $1.4 million in September. Of revenue on a monthly basis, and it went pretty quickly. And during that year, in 2010, during that year, the company did just about $7.8 million. And when they did that, the interesting thing to me, as I looked at the records, we had 5 distributorships that were over $200,000, Simon, including yours, in revenue, and we had one distributorship that was $500,000. And then we had a number of them that were also in the $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 range. So, what was exciting to me was the compensation plan and really how well it pays out. I mean, we're paying over 50% of our revenues go out in, and those are total revenues. Dollar in, basically dollar out, that goes out to the field. Some months it basically averages, somewhere around 54, 55% as well. So we've got a phenomenal pay plan that, as we continue to evolve, is going to drive some tremendous incomes. And when I look at Ted Knighton from Business for Home, and Ted basically does these things where he shows you the top income earners in the companies or the top income earners in the industry, and I look at the volume, the revenue that those companies are doing, and what kind of checks they're generating for those leaders. I know I can't wait till we get up with comparable revenues to what some of these leading companies have, and you're going to see some check stories come out of Shopping Sherlock that are going to really, really make this industry take notice. So I'm excited about that. And with regards to additional incentives, we'll be doing these incentives for trips and so forth. And, down the road, maybe a car program. Haven't really made a decision on that yet.
Okay, fantastic. And what about translations? There's a lot of people around the world that are turning around saying, will it be in Australia? Will it be in Irish? That was a joke. No. Will it be in different languages? Will it be in Russian? Will it be in Chinese? Will it be in whatever country? Will there be translations on the site?
Yeah, you're going to see the translations within the next 2 weeks. We are actually having the site right now as we speak, Simon, translated into, we hired a Russian translation service, and we also hired a Mandarin translation service for the so for the Russian market to be able to support our Russian distributors, and then also to support, we're starting to get some traction in Taiwan. So I committed to also building the site in Mandarin as well. So you're going to see that come up. And then, other languages, Simon, as we start to have traction in different parts of the world that need to have that translated, we're going to do that. Unfortunately, we tried initially to look at Google Translation, which would have been an easy fix, but the people that we had in Russia and the people that we had in Taiwan were not happy with the translation, with the actual quality of that translation. So we went ahead and hired an outside service to be able to do it. But you guys are going to see that within the next 2 weeks.
Wow, that's a lot sooner than I thought. Well done. Okay, fantastic. A key question here, Michael. How open are you for new ideas to improve the opportunity? And if somebody's got a great idea, how would someone let you know? What's the best way to let you know?
Simon, as you guys know, probably emailing me at michael@shoppingsherlock.com is probably the best way. michael@shoppingsherlock.com, is if you've got an idea. I'm definitely open to, some of the best ideas basically will come from the field. I will tell you this, though, the one thing about network marketing is you do not want to complicate the opportunity. And by complicating the opportunity, what I mean is the magic of Shopping Sherlock is you give it away for free and you make money as people benefit. That's a magical message. When you then basically, also look at our branding, which is, Shopping Sherlock, helping you find the best deal on prices and services, we're looking at what the back-end opportunities are to be able to drive the revenue on the back end for the distributors. And what I mean by that is, one of the things that Shopping Sherlock went into momentum when you guys were getting the 300, 400, 500 people in rooms was because people were saying, hey, you give this away for free and you make money as people benefit. And you were talking about, maybe having $1 to $3 for every one that you gave away. Well, my goal really is to not only make that a reality, but to really have an opportunity to be able to maximize people's income on that back end. So when you look at the daily deals and you look at the numbers, if you go back online and you look at the presentation I did about daily deals, and you look at some of these premium lead generation categories, and you look at, the travel industry and what people are going to be able to make from people, finding the best prices on tickets and cruises and resorts and that kind of thing, and then you add the mobile component in and what the possibilities are on mobile with regards to not only on a daily deal side, but also getting part of the transactions. I'm really, really, like I said, these guys, the previous owners had not even scratched the surface as to what the potential was on that. So as long as we stick with, and I'm very, very focused on being able to deliver the quality of that message, which is, being able to save money on being the place to go to save money on products and services, and give it away for free and make money as people benefit. So as long as people keep that core concept in mind and have ideas that you think can augment or supplement that without really complicating the message, because it's all about simplicity and duplication, I'm absolutely open to it.
Fantastic. Okay, this next question really is back to back. It goes, how long do you see the opportunity lasting, and do you think the opportunity is a fad?
You know, I am planning for this opportunity actually to be, you know, around for, you know, the same way that Amway's been, what, 40 years or so, and, you know, some of these other, you know, companies have been around. Herbalife's been 25 years. This is, you know, the internet basically is here to stay. The internet is not a fad. It's just going to become more ingrained in people's lives. If you look at our youth today, you know, our youth are being indoctrinated into the internet, into their smartphones, you know, at a very, very early age. So, you know, we're looking to stay on the forefront of this. And, you know, the reality is, you know, and I've always stated what our goal is, Simon, you know, if you look at the network marketing industry and you look at the category leaders, you know, Avon last year did $11.4 billion. They were the leading cosmetic company. Amway did almost $11 billion. It's the leading personal products company. You had Herbalife, which did almost $3.5 billion. And, you know, there's an opportunity. We're now in the information age. Our youth are being indoctrinated into, you know, technology at a very, very early age. And that, you know, the time is ripe for a technology, a digital company to be the next billion-dollar company. And that's what the goal is with this company. So we are going to position ourselves to be that company and be around for, you know, many generations here.
Yeah, there you go, folks. You've heard it from the horse's mouth. See, what excites me about Shopping Sherlock is there's umpteen health and nutritional companies, umpteen juice companies, umpteen other companies that are all similar. Why? Because you and I can launch a new company tomorrow. The only significant difference is if you have a physical product, you can't launch it in every country in the world. Whereas with the Shopping Sherlock, as long as people have got one ingredient, and that ingredient is they need internet access. The benefit is our program cannot be copied overnight. There's been years and years of research that's gone into the program. Now, you heard Michael mention about the lead generation system that they're looking at doing. Well, we're testing something in the UK at the moment, and depending on the results we get, we will then go out to the whole world that everybody can get involved with that, a lead generation. But every single person listening to this training call, you've all got warm market, you've all got a list, you've all got people that you can speak to about the opportunity. So the lead generation concept will only be once you've exhausted your immediate friends and family. So just want to reiterate the event, which is going to be our leadership weekend. Places are going fast. Do not forget, folks, the way to find it is go on our team site. You're going to see in all our emails, look at the team site. Team site is www.destinationdiamond.co.uk, and it's got all the facts about the event that's on that site. There you go, Destination Diamond. You click on major event right in the middle, and it's got all about the event. You've got my address and everything else and name there to send you postage check for the event. And with if you click on major event, you've got the whole schedule, what it involves and everything else. And if you think the value for money for your food, your accommodation, your training, your entertainment, it's only £119 per person. Folks, this is what's going to happen. There's going to be a stack of people that's listening to this are going to be really upset. And if you're listening to the recording, you're going to be really upset because places will have sold out. Get yourself committed. You heard Michael, you need to promote through events. I know that I promoted tonight's event, and I know that I have got 16% of the people that's on the call personally sponsored listening to this webinar. 16%, folks. The people that make the biggest money in this industry are event promoters. Every single leader will be attending this event. Make sure you don't lose out. Now, what I'd like to do, a lot of you have been asking about business cards. Oh, what about business cards? When are we going to get new business cards? Well, we've now got a printer in the UK that's actually got them. You can see here on the left-hand side of the screen, Shopping Sherlock. That's one that I've had done with myself. Simon and Julie Brookes, with my name, address, my Skype details, my email, my website. And if you notice, I've gone shoppingsherlock.com/29603. That is my ID number. If people program that into their computer, they will never, ever make a mistake. I know a lot of people are using a name, but I use my ID number. Then on the back, you have a message. Let's flick over to the back. And on the back, it's got New Internet Revolution. Now, you don't have to have me and my wife on there as a picture. That will be blank for you. But you've got the message here. New Internet Revolution. Are you interested in earning an extra income by giving away a free and safe shopping application, saving people time and money? Call, and there's a telephone number there. There's a 5-minute presentation. Now, anybody in the world can make that call. If you've got Skype and you've got Skype credit, you can dial that on your Skype. That's a number that we've set up in the United Kingdom, and it's a normal BT rates, okay? And we use this. Now, that message is to go on that message. You can go on a site, which is our printer. You can order them straight off the printers, and it's called multileveldevil.com. multileveldevil.com. Very, very simple. And the password, surprise, surprise, is Sherlock. So when you go on there, you put in multileveldevil.com and the password Sherlock, it gives you all the prices. You can buy them in hundreds, 250, 500, or 1,000. The more you buy, the cheaper it gets. But if you buy them in 500 or 1,000, they're laminated. So it's far better quality. And I think for 100, they're about £17. Absolutely nothing. It's like, you know, all the work's done for you. We've done all the hard work and everything else. Okay, folks, that's the end of the call. My time's up. Thank you for yours. Do not forget, book yourself on the Leadership Weekend, especially if you're in Europe and you're in the UK. Do not be disappointed. Do not think, oh, I can email Simon. I can say, yeah, just hold me a place. Can't do that, folks. Can't do that. There's only 47 places left. To avoid disappointment, if you've ever been to one of these leadership weekends before, you know they're fun. Michael's flying in. This is going to be an event not to be missed. Folks, have a great week. Speak to you through it. Take care. Bye-bye.